All right. Whew. What's good? What's up, everyone? Welcome. Welcome. Welcome all. What is up? Welcome for episode 4 of the Lightning Round Talk Show. I am your host, Spectacular Pooh here. Nice to see everyone. For people that don't know what I do with this little talk show, we talk about just about anything and everything that comes to my mind, or anything and everything that comes to anyone else's mind if they want to have it as a topic for today. So, for the kind of people that don't know what kind of content I put out, I really mostly put out gaming content. On when it goes to streaming, I'm a variety streamer. I put out stuff like action games, racing games, sports games, shooters, third-person shooters, first-person shooters, doesn't matter. Play JRPGs, stuff like that. Monster Hunter, Need for Speed, doesn't matter. Any kind of game that that we could think of that we have fun with, we pretty much vibe out with. But this talk show is one of those days that we take out of the week and we talk about what's going on, in our world around us, or we talk about what topics we have around us that we want to go ahead and get off our chest. So we have at least around maybe 3, maybe 4 topics that we can cover today, to get out to get out of our system, to get out of our mind, for what's up, for what we got to stress over. So for here, we want to talk about the Discord and Sony partnership that came up earlier this week. We want to talk about mental health streaming. That's one thing we want to talk about. We also want to get back to Sony and talk about them talking about how they're out here charging for crossplay, which is, we'll definitely get to that when we can. And of course, last but not least, I do want to talk about the NFL draft. I want to talk about what our thoughts on that draft, since it's now over with, it's now done with. I gotta at least bring it up in some form, so then that way we can, we're all decompressing over the NFL draft. It was a fun experience, but right now from that point we got to at least discuss it a little bit. So I'll give people a little bit more time for them to come in, so then that way we can get this going. Because usually, I like to give a little bit of time, because I know there's some people that come in, they don't know, they're probably late. There's some people that usually come in, they say hi, they say what's up, so I want to give it just a little bit more, and then after that I'll go ahead and break down and get right to the topics at hand. But as I do that, I want to ask, how is everybody's doing? Cincinnati about to pop off. What's up, Stormy? How you doing? Blue Knight, how you doing? You said Cincy about to pop off. Of course. Almost missed the stream. That's absolutely fine. We actually just started. We just started. I just started, bro. But yeah, again, for you guys that don't know, today's topics are right below. Now on YouTube, I wasn't able to fit all of it in. The reason why I was not able to fit all of it on YouTube is because of the fucking character limit. But yeah, for you guys that don't see it, I'm going to be also talking about the NFL draft as our last thing on our mind. Bao, what's up? How you doing, bro? What's good? Whew. Can't wait to get this one started. Oh, man. Because this one's going to be an interesting show, to say the least, with what I found, with what we got to talk about. Let me get rid of those two. There you go. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay. So yeah, as I was about to ask, how are you guys? What's good? How was your week? How was your Monday? How was your Sunday? How was your Saturday? How was your Friday? How was everything for you guys before we actually get down to it? I want to ask about how you guys are feeling. I want to ask about, what's good. Has there been any improvements in life, with what's been up with all of you? Bao talking about he's busy as always. That's to be expected. I expect a lot of y'all to be busy. You know what I mean? Everybody is going to be busy, especially around this pandemic. Okay. From what I'm seeing, let me actually move this over here. Okay. So Blue Knight said he got finals next week. Okay. Yeah, finals next week is going to study this week and the weekend. God damn, bro, you got a lot to handle. I don't have a job. Why do I gotta be busy? Hey, look, look, me and you in the same boat. I could definitely get that. I can definitely understand that. You know what I mean? Stormy, how you been? Since you said Cincinnati about to pop off, want to ask whenever you have time to talk, because I know you're probably either working or you're sleeping. If you're sleeping, then don't mind me. You know, definitely go get some rest. I know this is around that time you'll probably have some rest. But yeah, hope for you. How was your week? How was everything for you? Indeed, yeah, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You have so much to handle throughout. Yeah, I'm sorry that you got a lot to handle throughout the week, my man. I know school is a bitch to handle. Like I said before, I hope for you it gets settled as quickly as possible. You know, you get it all done with, and it wouldn't be no more of a problem. All right. So, seeing as we got everything out the way for what we want to talk about, asking about what our mood is, how's everybody doing. Well, at least I'm gonna play some casual Smash on Friday with you guys. Oh yeah, for sure. For you guys, for you guys that are unaware, me, Preacher of Valor, and Cocake377 will be having a community tournament. I repeat, we will be having a community tournament. I'm gonna show you guys right here with the stream schedule, so you guys are aware this is going down. This is going to happen. Here it is right here, as you guys can see. Besides 4:30 p.m. where I go on ahead and I play Max Payne 3, which, you know, I have to because I love Max Payne. 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will be doing the casual version of our Smash tournament with me, Preacher of Valor, and Cocake377. So again, if you guys do not know about this, here is the schedule for it so you guys can properly see this is what's going down. We do this at Friday with the casual version, and of course Saturday we do the competition version. We do the competitive version. So if you guys are not all that competitive, that's why you have the casual one right here on Friday, to get all the casual fun out of your chest. And so, you know, there you go. All right. Now that we're back on this screen, I do want to show you guys something real quick. Since we're getting started with this, I want to show you some particular things. I want to show you our first topic of the day. 1 minute. Let me get this pulled up. All right, there you go. There is our first topic of the day. It is right here where it says, PlayStation acquired a minority interest in Discord as a way to build a relationship between the popular online chat service and Sony. That was back on the 3rd, but we also now know... Oh, never mind. They're a minority owner. Okay, so is it like how Xbox was when Xbox was a minority owner? Because that I didn't know about. But yeah, what we do know is that Discord and Sony, they announced a partnership with one another. So now we're finally going to be seeing seeing Discord products on PlayStation, which is going to be very, very good. Now I hope that this will stay. I hope this will come to both the PS4 and the PS5, because let's be honest, nobody again I cannot stress this enough. Nobody fucks with PlayStation Party Chat no more. Nobody fucks with Xbox Party Chat no more. Nobody really messes with one of them. Yes, they're going to be there as their own way. You know, in case if somebody don't have a Discord at all, you know, that's what they're going to be here for, and that's fine. Does this mean Discord? Does this mean Sony will have to pay to have Discord off of PC and everything Microsoft? I doubt that. I don't think that's going to be the case. I told you last time. Okay, yeah, Choco, you're welcome, Choco. Yeah, I do remember you did say that, Choco. You did say that. But again, if you're talking about it as a like majority, you know what I mean? Who's really gonna be using Xbox Party Chat like that? I understand it's for gaming, but the last time I remember Xbox Party Chat really being that big of a deal was like it was legitimately 360. Legit, the Xbox 360 was the last time I remember Party Chat really being such a big deal. Plus, you also have to understand Discord wasn't like it is now. In fact, there was no Discord. Not really. I mean, like, that was all the rage, was getting into Xbox Party Chat, playing Modern Warfare and playing Halo. So, but for this, with PlayStation becoming a minority owner, and hopefully, I'm hoping this does not take away the whole situation with Xbox, because I would like it so that everybody has access to Discord. Xbox has Discord, PlayStation has Discord. Hell, I would love it so that Nintendo can have Discord, because their party chat system is downright garbage. Because why do you have it so that it's accessed through the phone? For me, that's fucking stupid. I don't know about you guys. You haven't heard of Discord until after high school? And when was the and when did you graduate high school? When exactly did you graduate high school? Because I'll be honest, that was when I heard of it too. I didn't start hearing the Discord until like around 2016, 2017. That was when I just graduated high school. I graduated high school in like June 2016. 2019. God damn. Yeah, it's been that long. It's been that long. Oh, Mama Jack coming in with some breaking news. Okay, let's check this out actually while we got the time. Now, while I don't care about baseball, that's a big deal. Where did you get that news? I'm about to find out right now. Hold up. Where did you get this news? Oh, okay, I see it right now. Oh shit. Super Mega Baseball is now owned by EA Sports. Okay, let's check this out. Why not? Yeah, if you guys are into arcade baseball, this is definitely something here for you. That's big. Now, this is not gonna be something like it would be with like MVP baseball. Now, I can understand why they made this business decision. I'm talking about the people that did Super Mega Baseball. Here's the deal. This person right here pretty much hit the nail on the head, and it's a shame he has one like, because this series. That series with Super Mega Baseball was bound to die off anyway, because you literally have MLB The Show. You have MLB The Show, which is right now the reigning king of baseball. Like, you had competition with baseball until MLB The Show came up. Now, here's what the competition that you had with baseball. You had MLB 2K, and you had MVP Baseball. Since MLB The Show practically came out, it was a wrap. That's it. You're done. And let's be honest, this is still the case even now. I do like how Super Mega Baseball tries to be the good alternative as compared to MLB The Show, but it's not going to work out like that. So I can understand the business decision with why they chose to go this route. So thank you, Mama Jack, for the breaking news with that. You know, that's something small that we can go ahead and discuss. So yeah, if you guys are baseball fans, how do y'all feel about this decision with Metalhead Metalhead, I guess Metalhead Studios now? I'm gonna just call them Metalhead Software. Okay, they call them Software. Okay. How do y'all feel about this company going over to EA Sports? Now, for me personally, as long as EA Sports leave them the fuck alone, that's fine. They can go and continue doing what they're doing. But this is EA we're talking about here. This is a company that's known to somehow have a good thing in their hands, and they're going to fuck it up. Now, while I say that, they do have some good products in mind to where they don't mess it up. You know, where they actually do keep it going. Take right now with Dodgeball. Take right now with Knockout City, right? Knockout City is coming out this month, and that's published by EA. They're not making the game, but they're published by them. Whoever the devs are for that game, they're doing a good job. They're doing a good job. Now, I hope they keep it up. I hope it stays that way in the near future. But yeah, Choco, if you didn't know, EA is published by that game. EA is published with that game. Knockout City is published by EA. They're not making the game. They're saying, like, okay, they got their brand of approval on it. That's essentially the same with this game. That's essentially the same with this game right here. They have their brand on it. Okay, you with us, but we're not making the shit. But I think for them, they also got like final say when it goes to certain stuff. And what's up, Masa? How you doing? You said good and EA don't fit in the same sentence. I agree with you. I definitely agree with you. But we have to give EA some bit of credit here. I don't like giving a fucked up company like EA credit, but I have no choice but to. Because I feel like for them, when they see a good product, they're not going to fuck with it. They're really not going to fuck with it. I hope they don't. And honestly, that should be every company. That should be every company. If you see a good product in your hand, if you see something that your consumers really like, why the fuck would you change it? Every time I hear EA, I always assume something bad. Right. And I agree with you. I definitely always assume something bad. But not everything bad can come from EA. I know that for a fact. Not everything. Yeah, like surprise mechanics. Everybody, I know everybody remembers that with the surprise mechanics. I remember that more than anything because that was in relation when it went to the Ultimate Team shit. When it went to FIFA Ultimate Team, Madden Ultimate Team, Hockey Ultimate Team. I definitely remember that. And I will never forgive them for that. Surprise mechanics. That was your excuse when it went to gambling? Are you serious right now? But yeah, like I said, if anybody got their thoughts on this whole thing with Super Mega Baseball going over to EA, then feel free to have your thoughts on this while you can. Here's the link for everyone that wants the link. Here you go. You can look at it yourself. You can read the comments off yourself. And I'll end it as that. All I can say with that is, EA, just like you have with Knockout City, leave that shit alone. Leave it alone. You profit when you leave shit alone. Plain and simple. You profit when you leave shit alone. By the way, this is the same case when it goes to Need for Speed, by the way. So, when Need for Speed, there's like three separate spots that they do. 2-3 separate devs they do. It's the same how it is with Call of Duty. I can't wait for $30 skins in Knockout City, even though I have no interest in that game. I can understand it for you why you wouldn't have any interest. For me, I got interest. I want that game. For people that don't know, Knockout City is going to be coming out on May 21st. And I can't wait to get my hands on that game because I had a lot of fun with the beta. Me and Kokek had a lot of fun playing that beta. And I'm going to talk with him and see if he's down for that. I need to play it. Hey, look, we all need to play it. It's a fun-ass dodgeball game. Here's the deal, though. Knockout City is going to cost $20. So if you guys are okay with that, If you guys are fully okay with that, the game is going to be $20. It's sadly not going to be free. It should be free, in my personal opinion, but it's not going to be free. Yeah, it's $20. Now, I want to get it on Steam, but I got to see how the PC port is for the game. Pony Halo, what's up? How you doing, bro? Welcome. I can't wait for the Demon Slayer game. While I can't... Here's the deal. I want the Demon Slayer game, but it comes off as looking like Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm. I don't know about you guys, but for me personally, I'm not really that big of a fan of the Storm series when it goes to gameplay-wise because it feels like it's too fucking easy. Is it crossplay? Dodgeball, I mean, yes it is. It was crossplay in the beta. It was crossplay everywhere. It's crossplay between the Switch, the PS4, the Xbox, and the PC. Because it's made by the same people. I figure as much. I don't know about you, but I'm not too thrilled about it. Because I don't like Storm like that. Don't get me wrong. I'll only play Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm when it goes to the story, but I would never touch the multiplayer. Never. Because it was like something that would be not only easy to pick up and play, but a bit cheap when it goes to certain characters. I don't know why. I just do not like the yeah, for me, I'm just not cool with the combat. You know, I'm happy Insurgency decided to make a tweet. Before I go into the next topic, let me go ahead and say this because I know we got a little bit off topic with some of the stuff that happened here. Insurgency, do me a favor, right? Please come out with a console port of your game. Now you really don't have now you really don't have an excuse not to come out for the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. You don't have an excuse. You don't even have an excuse to come out for the PS4 and Xbox One. You still haven't come out with that. So, Insurgency, I don't know what the fuck y'all doing, but y'all need to make that happen. Cause I've been looking for a good shooter to play. Let me see here. They're literally all CC2 makes. I know, but it's like, come on now. Really? Like, they made the Kill I Kill game look like that. And while I wanted the Kill I Kill game, I knew it wasn't going to be a game that was going to hold me over for long. Same engine, just different shit. It's like, I'm not a big fan. CC2 didn't make Kill or Kill. Who made it? Wasn't it oh okay, never mind. Wasn't it Blaze Blue that made it? I'm sorry, the makers of Blaze Blue that made it? Arc System Works made that? Oh, okay, yeah, you're right. But while even so, still goes to my point. It looked almost like it would be a Naruto game with how the angle was like. It's like, come on now, really? I need to finish the third game of that franchise and get the fourth on the Switch. Go ahead. But yeah. Basically, it's like I'm tired of fighting. Like, I'm tired of fighting vertically, bro. That shit for me is not fun. Fighting games, vertical fighting games. It's like, for me, I feel like this. It was a good experiment. But those kind of games for me just don't fit. It will always be just you side-scrolling and kicking somebody's ass. That's just the genre. I mean, yeah. I mean, like, I hear you. I got you. But it was just, no. I mean, like, I feel like for me, when I'm playing a game like that, that makes me want to go and play a game and play, like, Ninja Gaiden, and then go ahead and have fun with that. That's how it feels like when I play a game like that. I only play 2D fighters, such as, speaking of terrible anime fighting game, Jump Forces comes to mind. Oh, automatically comes to mind. Jump Force is straight shitty. We don't talk about Jump Force. We don't talk about that shit. All right, so here's the next topic in mind that I want to get to you guys because we're getting slightly off topic. We got slightly off topic throughout the first couple minutes here, and I don't mind. I definitely don't mind if we get off topics, but I want to get to the ones that we do need to discuss here. So, the next one I want to talk about. Hello, what's up, Smile Cole? Cole, how you doing, bro? Say hello, everyone who's off and on topic. Oh my God. Every 2D fighter you can think of, except Street Fighter. Oh, okay. I got you. I told you about Sony. Right. See? And now, here's the deal. Here's one good thing with Sony, right? Y'all see this shit, right? Here's one good thing about Sony, with them trying to make a minority partnership with Discord. And then right back at it, they fuck around and they do this shit. So for people that wonder why you don't have many of your games that are crossplay, this shit is why. Sony charges for crossplay support to protect the PSN revenue. Y'all find a problem with this? Because I sure as hell find a problem with this. The fact y'all charging people for crossplay support. Nintendo is not doing this. Xbox is not doing this. But Sony? God, Sony, what are you doing? What are you doing, Sony? What are you doing? Oh, Jesus Christ. Again, people, if you wonder why you don't have many crossplay games when it goes to Sony, this is why. Sony out here being real cheap, real scummy. Smile, come on, stop trolling, bro. He said, I find no problem. They should charge for turning on the console, too. Oh, if that's the case, I should sell my PS4 while I'm at it. Oh, Jesus Christ, bro. Come on, let's go ahead and read more of this, shall we? Let's read more of this. In 2018, a public outcry from Fortnite players seemingly pushed Sony to finally support crossplay. Of course, we already know that with the PS4. Until its big shift with Fortnite, Sony had repeatedly chosen not to support crossplay for other games like Minecraft and Rocket League. Newly released documents from the Epic Games v. Apple lawsuit now show how Epic tried to negotiate with Sony for crossplay, and that once Sony did finally allow cross-platform play, it began charging developers based on how much their game earned on other platforms. Really? Sony has a powerful system and good games, but as a company, they are sucky as fuck. Hey, look! I thought it was already known. Didn't I tell you how they paid to delay PC World? Oh yeah, I definitely know about that. I know all about that. They paid to delay PC World. And by the way, Choco, they practically succeeded in that. They did prevent crossplay with Monster Hunter World. They did succeed. Otherwise, we be having it right now. That's why nobody fucks with Sony. Because they're always that one company to hold everybody back. It's either them, well, here's the deal. That's the case if you're leading the war, when you're leading the whole console world bullshit. And that's what these motherfuckers still got their mindset crossed upon. I'm not that kind of guy. For people that wondered why you don't get Monster Hunter World crossplay, that is the reason why. Masa, I would like to know, why would you think that? Why would you think Monster Hunter crossplay would be ass? I don't think so. I think it would have been a phenomenal idea. I think it would be great considering what we know Monster Hunter to be. Monster Hunter, at the end of the day, is a game where you were hopping on the game and you're kicking monsters' ass. That's it. What are you really doing? What are you doing? You're not killing anybody. I'm clipping that, by the way. You're not killing anybody. I would understand if this is something like Call of Duty. I would understand if this is something like Fortnite. I would completely get that. I get that. But this is fucking Monster Hunter we're talking about here. Why? What's good? Microsoft and Nindy are friends now. Yeah, they're friends. They clearly made it. They made it known that they're friends. Isn't there still talk of them trying to put the Xbox Party system on there? Now I don't, or Xbox, whatever UI, whatever the fuck it is on the Nintendo Switch. There's still talk of something about that going. That might not happen now because of Discord, but they're trying to do something. Nindy declined? Oh, okay. I didn't know about that. Set limiter is pretty rough. Okay, let me go and do that now, bro. 16.3 is as far as I can go. Oh, well, that's as low as I can go. So I hope that's okay. Yeah, I'm energetic when it goes to this kind of shit. I have to be. You said one-shot mods from PC. People are crashing. Wait, what? Oh, no. Masa. I'm happy you brought that up. But here's the deal. I feel like if shit like that is happening, they'll probably come up with a way to play it officially. Like, you know how they got it with the I don't know if people know. I don't know if people have an idea of how this works. But Master Chief Collection did a phenomenal job with how this works. And I want you to understand why I think this would be a good idea. Master Chief Collection got it to where if you guys want to go ahead and y'all gonna do mod support, you have to disable you have to disable stuff like Punk Buster and all that other stuff. Because if you try to put mods into the game, they will catch you and they will bang you right on the fucking spot. They have it as an option to where you can pick between the official one and the unofficial one. That's why I think with Monster Hunter World, they would do exactly that. You're right, it's also Capcom, but at the same time, it's like, yo, don't be surprised if this is something that Steam would... Don't be surprised if they sat up there and they gave Steam that okay. Like, to be like, yo, go ahead, have this here, have that here, and you're done. So I can see something like that happening to where the crossplay is still gonna happen, but you'll have it like how the Master Chief Collection does, where people with the Master Chief Collection, look, you think they don't care about mods? If anything, they support mods. They want moderators on. They want mods on their shit. They want people modding the Master Chief Collection to the fullest extent. You guys could do a simple YouTube search right now. You'll see all the mods that has been going on with the Master Chief Collection. Motherfuckers out here making a brute version of a Scarab. Like from Halo 2, that Scarab. They made the brute version of that. Not supposed to touch that. But Halo mods is like, fuck it. Go ahead. Go do what you want to do. But at the same time, if you're going to do it, you're going to do it unofficially. You're not going to do it on our servers. Don't you think they would have done that with Street Fighter 5? You're right. They should have done that with Street Fighter 5. But if it's not through PC, if they feel like it's not going to work through PC, then the only other option left would have to be through console, which again goes to my point. Sony out here holding people the fuck back. And it's a shame, bro. I'm telling you. Like, this is why I get pissed with the whole console war shit, because you have situations like this happening. Now, right now, don't get me wrong. Right now, this is Sony doing this shit. But don't get it twisted. Microsoft was on the exact same thing. People forget. Microsoft was doing the same shit. So whoever's leading that race, that so-called race, whoever's getting the most money, they want to do as much as they fucking can to make sure they keep that kind of revenue going. They're pretty much holding their players hostage. Exactly, Blue Knight. That's exactly what it is. They're holding them hostage. They want to pull that shit because they think it's in their best interest and theirs alone. while it's selfish, it hurts the industry. It hurts the industry though. Like, yo, real shit. PlayStation is making so much money off their own games alone. They're making so much money off of God of War. They're about to make a lot more money off of Ratchet and Clank when that drops. They're making money off of Uncharted. They're making money off the... They're sure as hell making money off The Last of Us. They keep milking The Last of Us dry. The first game. This is not even, we're not even talking about the second game. We're talking about the first game. That game has been on PS3, PS4, about to get a port through for the PS5. You think they're not milking that shit? That's exactly what they're doing. Oh, 3 fucking iterations that you can get this game from. 3 versions you can get this game from. Yeah, Choco, you basically pointed out the same thing. Microsoft was just as bad as Sony was. But when they saw that demand, like, nah, bro, let's go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and keep it. And I find it funny how some people keep forgetting Nintendo is a thing at times also. Right, Nintendo is a thing. They and let's be honest, Nintendo in some cases, Nintendo's not any better either. And like, people don't even really consider Nintendo a third console when it goes to console war anymore, which is the crazy part about it. I don't know why, but some people really got that mindset where they're not really a part of this whole thing. Because Nintendo plays off a completely different wave of shit. Like, they put out completely different kind of games. Like, and I would completely understand it. You're right. Nintendo's also been making a lot of dumb decisions. Like, just recently, they took off their own fucking games off the store, and that's why people keep going through emulator. We talked about this weeks ago. And then when we have all the publishers that do their own stuff, even if the console makers behave right, you have all that stuff up. You have all that stuff too. And like, to this day, still no actual backwards compatibility like Sony, like PlayStation and Sony. Oh yeah, for sure. Nintendo's not any better. Otherwise, we see the GameCube games. We see full-on GameCube games on the Switch right now. We see that. The last time they had backwards compatibility, with Nintendo was with the Nintendo Wii. They still use cartridges despite this being bigger and cheaper. Right, where cartridges your ass can lose at a moment's notice. You can practically lose your, like, you can, like, say right now, I got a cartridge of fucking Zelda Breath of the Wild. I have that right now. I could take that out, throw it somewhere, and I'll easily fucking lose it. I could throw it somewhere in this room, and I'll easily lose it. Or just not find it. A disc is easier to find than a fucking cartridge. The 3DS, the DS, Game Boy Advance, GameCube, and yeah. Some people think Nintendo is irrelevant, but they are relevant. Yeah, they are relevant in their own way with the amount of fucking games they keep putting out. They keep putting out some good games in their own right. I just want my GameCube, and Game Boy Advance on the Switch. Where are you gonna put a Blu-ray in your Switch? You can put it somewhere. But the disc get fucked up easier too, in my experience. That I will say is true. That is definitely true. Coming from the PS3, PS4, Xbox, yeah, I can definitely see it. Get your Switch. You say, get your Switch and show me. Alright, I got my Switch right here. Now, I'll be honest with you. These Joy-Cons, I love them to death, but they may have to go. They have to go. You can literally sit up there and you can put a Blu-ray disc, a Blu-ray tray, like on the sides here. And you're fine. Like, fuck the Joy-Cons, bro. And like real shit. That shows you how much I don't like the Joy-Cons. And I've been gaming since I've been gaming since 6, 7, 8 years old, bro. Joy-Cons are not necessary. Joy-Cons drift more than power slides in Mario Kart, right? That shows you how much we don't need them around, bro. I need a new left Joy-Con right now as we speak. I need a new left Joy-Con. I need that. I have to go to eBay and buy one eventually. Don't get me wrong, I love the Nintendo Switch for its portability, but I'll never use those Joy-Cons for as long as I fucking live. They're terrible for almost all of the games that you have. They're terrible for their own games. They're terrible for Smash, for fuck's sakes. Smash, you're gonna be moving up, down, left, right real quick. You don't think that shit ain't gonna drift? Does nobody see the problem in that? Like yo, this is what Nintendo can do right now. This is what Nintendo can do right now. They could take the right side of the tablet, right? Make that be the Blu-ray player. Take the left side of that, make that be a USB. Problem solved. Problem solved. People will still sit up there and grab the Switch. No, they will not, Smile Code. They will never fix the drifting with the Joy-Cons. Ever. Switch Pro ain't gonna change shit. Look, yo, guys, why do y'all think people was hesitating on getting the Switch Lite? Because of how bad the Joy-Cons drifting was in the original one? And you can't take the shit out. What's up, Sugar? Thank you for the follow. And you can't fix them. You can't take it out with the Switch Lite. That's why I would understand why people would have such a fear of using of having to buy them too. You heard the PS5 got drift also? I'm not surprised. Damn near almost every controller has drifting nowadays. Which is a damn shame. Hell, I had to go through two or three PS4 controllers in order to finally get one that was gonna stop drifting. Yes, we need to talk shit about the Switch and their drifting. That's fucking terrible. Yeah, they need to fix that shit. Now I understand we're getting more off topic, but like, look, at this point, we have to discuss that too with the Switch. We have to. Yeah, it's really, but it's part of the Switch. That's why we gotta talk about it, Stormy. I don't know, Choco. I love the PS3 controllers, but the problem with the PS3 controllers is this, and I have one with me right here to showcase as much. Look how small the PS3 controller is. Look how small this shit is. This shit can literally fit in my hand. It can practically fit in my hand. The PS3 controllers are fucking terrible. Like, give me something like this, right? Give me something like this. $360, baby. $360 controller for me is the fucking goal. I don't know about y'all. And of course, we got the Xbox controller. Old school. Left Joy-Con is so poorly designed. If they had made it similar to the right Joy-Con, we wouldn't have a problem. I'll be honest with you. I'll still have a problem anyway because I didn't ask for no fucking Joy-Cons when y'all came out with the Switch. Ain't nobody sat up there and asked for Joy-Cons. Not a soul. Nobody asked for that shit. If anything, to this day, what Choco pointed out right there, I felt like if y'all would have made controllers similar to how the GameCube would be, I'd be cool with it. Alright. Oh, God. What was the original topic anyway? The original topic, I still remember what the original topic was. The original topic was we was talking about Sony sitting up here charging people for crossplay. That's what we were talking about. I didn't forget the original topic. While we was going off topic, I did not forget. We was talking about Sony out here charging people for crossplay. Again, for people that did not see the title, here it is. Sony charges for crossplay support to protect PSN revenue in document show. But here's the thing, though. Why would you start? Why, bro? Y'all already making enough fucking money. Y'all already leading the whole quote-unquote console war race. That's what's so fucking dumb to me with this whole thing. It's like, come on now. Y'all can't let people have anything. You must be new to capitalism? Yeah, you're right, because I don't you're right, because I don't follow gaming politics like that. I try my best not to. Because politics is fucking annoying. Now, I'll talk about it when we get to it. I'll talk about it when we can get to it, but I'm not going to stay on that long for it. I mean, they paid, they basically did that. They paid to make it so that Monster Hunter World was unable to have crossplay, and they delayed it for PC intentionally. Honestly, I still feel like this to this day. I still feel like right now Capcom can sit up there and make Monster Hunter World for PC. They just choose not to. They have it all lined up together to have the same updates. So I'm like, okay, if y'all got it like that, then you can go ahead and fuck around and make it crossplay. I still feel like to this day, Monster Hunter would be phenomenal with crossplay, considering how much people love this series. Now, I do agree with Masa's point. I'm still looking at Masa's point as a very, very big deal. Whereas, motherfuckers is out here modding to beat Fatalis in one shot. It ruins the point of the game. But, yeah, Stormy, that's what they told you, but I really feel like to this day, it wouldn't have been that hard. It would not have been that hard. I hope when Rosalie's for PC has all the updates up till then, it keeps it keeps the current and crossplay. Nintendo's neutral with this. Yeah, I'm happy they are neutral with this. And that's the thing, though. You can still have the mods and stuff like that, but it's like, come on now. Some of that is because it's two different teams working on the Switch or console versions, and another team for the PC side. I agree. That definitely is the case there with that. Okay, I'm gonna find where all the sexy mods and stuff. Oh God, Bow, don't start. I have a friend that works at Capcom. Okay, cool. I had no idea. You never told me about that. You guys, you definitely never told me about that. You never told me you had a friend that worked at Capcom. That's new info for me. I still feel like this Monster Hunter with crossplay would be it'd be a godsend for hunters like us. Especially since if we could transfer our saves over from our consoles to our PC, should we want to go that route, or say we want to get another console, say we want an Xbox instead of a PlayStation, we could transfer our saves from there. That'd be great. So when they don't have cooperation with both teams, they get delays and lack of content. Oh, okay. But a la Witcher 3, that's how I went with The Witcher. I can't say anything. Well, that's fine if you want to keep it private with that one friend. That's not a problem with me. That happened in The Witcher 3. We could transfer saves. And in Witcher 3, you can carry your saves from the PC to the Switch. Okay, that's fucking cool. I know you can do that with a couple games, but they only had it for a limited time. Like Warframe had it for a limited time, where you had to transfer your saves over from the PC to the PS4, Xbox, and then later on that happened with the Switch, when it came out for the Switch. Witcher 3, you could carry. I do know that. You already said that. Yeah. Other than that, for me, I feel like that's just one of the few games that can work with that. And not even that. Let me go and continue on with a couple more games that could work with crossplay. I was just playing Madden 21 last night. Madden can work with crossplay. You can't tell me it can't work. It's literally a fucking sports game. Madden will work with crossplay. NBA 2K will work with crossplay. Fucking golf can work with crossplay. Every sports game we can think of will work with crossplay. To this day. I am 100% down with that decision. Yes, golf. Golf, cricket, baseball, hockey, tennis, soccer. Like, come on now. We can keep going with the amount of sports that we can think of. I'm trying to think of one more sport in my mind. Table tennis, badminton. There you go. Badminton. Mario Golf revamp crossplay. Facts. Look, facts. Oh, man. But Sony, the fuck y'all doing, bro? And yes, you right, Stormy, crossplay can be expensive, but this is Sony and Microsoft, Nintendo we're talking about. These are multi-million-dollar, damn near billion-dollar companies. These are multi-billion-dollar companies. You cannot sit up there and tell me that they would not be able to pull this off with some of these games. Bowling, yeah. Skateboarding, Tony Hawk Pro Skater, let's fucking go. Tony Hawk Pro Skater, where's my Skate 3? I'm sorry, where's my Skate 4? Every time I hear sports games, I get bored. I'm sorry. But I'm looking at the long-term investment for what crossplay can offer you. Yeah, but Madden and FIFA are such shelf sitters. Sugar, the reason why for that is because of... It's funny because Choco just brought up... I believe Choco or Bao brought it up just now, just a couple minutes ago, where they talk about surprise boxes. Yeah, that Ultimate Team shit, that's why there's not crossplay. Because of Ultimate Team by itself. That's why that's why we don't have it right now. I miss playing my SSX. Oh, the snowboarding game. Where I play as Luigi, listen to Backcountry, boarding down a mountain. Oh, God. Yeah, guys, let me go ahead and get into the next topic. We got off topic for more than enough. Oh, man. Let's see. The next topic I do want to bring up here. It's about mental health when it goes to streaming. Right? So, for any of you guys that are streamers, or not even streamers, I mean, like, you can be a viewer that can see this. But yeah, I'm sorry. Let me go and get Stormy's comment here. But you have to think about the amount of people that work with those companies. Those people are making hundreds of hours, and then it could take a company a year or more so to make a game. So while they're multi-million, yeah, you're right. While they're multi-million, this still requires a lot of time and a lot of effort. I can definitely understand that. But while I understand that, yeah, the multi-million-dollar companies, they may not be able to make crossplay always happen. Yeah, I definitely can understand that. I get it. But I'll get to you in a bit, Bao. While that's the case, where yes, they're multi-billion dollar companies, I still feel like for some companies such as Madden, EA Sports to be precise, you can't tell me that they would not sit up there, have those devs come around and make that shit work. I fully believe they can make it work, especially for teams, especially for devs that got terrible servers. They can at least help make them a little bit more better. Could be something they have to rework in coding as well to make money on a particular game. Not really. I don't think it will have anything to do with the game in particular, right? You can still have it so that you don't touch the main game. You just probably touch the servers and that'd be it. You definitely have a point there. They are cheap. They're definitely cheap. You said I'm not a streamer. You can't place me all around your house. I mean, you're right, but this is not more so towards just the streamer though. This is more so towards also a viewer that looks at said streamer, which goes to my next topic when it goes to mental health more so when it goes to a streamer. Like, I'm sure you guys have noticed this as a viewer, right? I'm sure y'all caught on with, y'all caught on with how a streamer can act around. Like, how can I put this? I just wanted to make a bad joke. Don't mind me. Oh, of course. I already know you. Stormy, that goes the case with EA. They can literally make more of what they're bringing out. Madden is practically making EA billions of dollars. You mean to tell me they can't shell out crossplay right now? Yes, the fuck they can. They can do that. They just choose not to. To get with the topic when it goes to mental health, I'm sure y'all seen it. Like, for you guys that don't know, I want to give y'all a good perspective of how mental health can deal with a streamer like me, so that way you can probably see it for other streamers as well that you watch. So let's take my content back when I was on like Twitch, right? Let's take it from there. Did you guys, I'm gonna ask you guys this as viewers, real low regular people as viewers that was with me with the support, that was supporting with me. Have you guys ever noticed a shift of how I would act in like with my content at all when I was back on Twitch? Did you guys ever really notice it? And this is before I started to be like, okay, let me go out, let me go ahead and move platforms. Did any of you guys ever noticed this? Because with some streamers, they don't say it, they don't bring it up, more so because they want to be professional and they want to keep it and they want to keep it that way as much as they possibly can. But for some streamers, such as the requirement goals, such as everything that they have set out in front of them, it gets to their head a lot. A lot of things can get to a streamer's head. Requirements with Twitch can be one of them, or with DLive can be one of them, because they have requirement goals up there on their website as well. Another with them can be like, okay, them trying to create a community. That for them is their own personal requirement that they want to set out. So, what can get to a streamer's head can be a plethora of things. Now, for me, it was really a plethora of things. It was not only Twitch stressing me the hell out. It was not only that, but it was also the fact that I felt like I was not growing my community the way that I would have wanted it to. And that was hurting me the most out of everything. I'm going to actually close this out because we don't need this up here right now. So, I want you guys as viewers to really like I know it's hard for certain people to get that into them. And I know for that it's hard for you guys to really like look and see and understand, but whenever you guys have that time out, whenever you guys check out smaller streamers, whenever you guys check out bigger streamers, whichever kind of streamers they are, be sure to always get a good read on your streamers and realize, be like, oh shit, they're not really around. You know, it hurts their confidence, it hurts their mood, it makes them not want to be around. You know what I'm saying? It get like that. Sadly, with Twitch is all about the clique you're in. Yeah, that is the case. While yes, Stormy, it's also all about the clique you're in, it's also about a lot of things. And honestly, in some cases with Twitch, I thank Twitch for it. I thank Twitch for the fact that I worked as hard as I did to basically get this setup I have now. Because now I feel like, in my personal opinion, this is just me, anyone else can feel differently about this, For me, I feel like I'm ahead of the curve when I go on different platforms and I see, okay, because of Twitch, because of the fact that I wanted to get that recognition so badly, I want to get that community so badly, I'm already ahead of the curve to where, okay, I got the stream setup I have, I got the topics and stuff the way that I have my schedules planned out, I have all this stuff ahead of me because of the fact that I went out and I wanted it that bad enough until I finally said, you know what, fuck it, I don't care, I want to take my talents elsewhere where I know I can go and I could have a successful career in, a successful, streaming career in. That is to me why I got, for Sony said, that's to me why I got complacent and drained me mentally. That is correct. And honestly, that can drain a lot of streamers. But here's the thing, though, right? By the way, Bao, don't worry about it because I understand because you're busy IRL. Of course, it's going to be hard for you. It's going to be hard for anybody to really understand and look at it because they really want to look at it just to have a good time. They want to look at streams to have a good time and really chill out. But for streamers that do really got a lot of the time on their hands, what I'm saying is take the time out to take a good look at your streamer, take a good understanding of your streamer, and see, okay, what's the move, what's up with him, and see, okay, he's not really happy all the time. Like you can tell, you can get that innate sense that they're not happy all the time with them being at a specific spot. So, well, what Stormy said in part is true. It's definitely all about having a click in the platform. It's all about a lot of stuff that you have to do to be successful with streaming. That's why, for me, I applaud Real Mama Eagle like I did this week because she was, if anything, she created her own little clique. If anything, she did that. She networked as hard as she could. She networked 24/7. She did not slow down at all. She literally had that mindset to go in or go home. Not a lot of people is going to have that kind of time for it. I don't have that kind of time for it. I'm a streamer. I'm like, look, I'm a streamer just as long as anyone else has. I know damn well I don't have that kind of time for networking, especially because for me, more often than not, I find people that are, they say they're all about, they say they're all about supporting and being there with you, but then they don't really show that action. And that's my biggest issue. That was the case even when it goes to Discord even, or when it goes to Guilded even. That's also took a big mental piece of me and Stormy both, where we knew it's like, look, the community we're creating here, it feels like it feels like it's not really around, like it's not really there. I always try to help streamers smile. That's honestly been my biggest goal. And I'm happy for that because as a viewer, nobody should really have a goal as a viewer besides, unless that goal is towards yourself. Whereas, you want to sit back and chill. You want to watch a streamer and chill. But I feel like if you really want to be there for your fellow people and you want to really see them succeed, there's more to it than just relaxing at that point. You know what I mean? So, for me, I'm going to tell you this, what took a mental toll. Again, I'm going to tell you guys what took a mental toll with streaming that you guys might want to see when you guys have time. When you check out your own Twitch streamers or your own Glimmer streamers or your own YouTube streamers. Get a good idea. Get a good look at how they are. Ask them if they're okay. Anything. Because I'm telling you, they have a lot of feelings bottled up inside them that can really hurt them. They're going to be, for streamers like me, we was really questioning if we not only really had a community, we was questioning if we had a community, we was questioning if our commentary was right. Right, like Stormy right here pointed out, for me, she streams 6 hours and try to be interactive, but nobody interacts with you. It makes it hard. That is definitely a big component that I don't think a lot of viewers can realize. That I'm sure you guys know. There'll be a lot of days where I hop on here and I stream, and when I see that no one interacts, I'm like, okay, how do you expect me to go about interacting with you when, like, there's nothing going on in the chat. I'm like, and when people tell me, oh, okay, you focus on the game, well, what the hell do you want me to do? I can't just, like, for me, look, I give credit to people that can come up with shit out of thin air and talk to people. And hell, not even just talk to people, pretty much just straight up talk to a chat with like 0 viewers. Anybody that can do that, all the love to you. Because I tried that at one point. And I felt like I was losing myself mentally more and more each day when I did that. So, with how streaming went with me up until this point where I finally decided to move to Glimmage, here's how it went with me. With me, it felt like every day that I got on, it was a stress to press the go live button because it felt like, for me, it's like I already had it in the back of my head where I felt like, okay, nobody's going to show up, nobody's going to be around, so fuck it, might as well get it over with. That was the first option. That was the first thing on my mind. The second thing on my mind when I was on Twitch at the time, where it felt like no matter what game I played, if I didn't play a popular game, I wasn't gonna get the fan base that I was gonna get the community that I was looking for. That's how it felt, from the second point of view. Plus, the third point of view was that, really for me, I wanted the partners bad. I wanted the partner membership bad enough just so I wouldn't feel like I would stop talking to myself again. Because I used to do that before. I did that when I didn't have streams. When I wasn't able to live stream at the time. Because I didn't have any friends. Right. That's basically that, Stormy. It became a chore. We always tell our fellow streamers that streaming's not a chore. But from that point on, we didn't tell y'all this, but it became a chore. It became like something like, oh, okay, let's go ahead and get out the way. Let's get over with. Then after that, once we're done pressing the go live button, we can go chill out the rest of the day. Streaming is really not easy. It takes a big toll on your mental health. Now, for people that want to stream just to stream, look, if anything, for that case, I'll have to say ignorance is bliss in that case, because if you're somebody like me and Stormy that wants to treat streaming as more than just that, you'll feel it. You'll feel it if you want to treat streaming as more than just a hobby at that point. For me, I wanted to take it serious. I wanted to take it serious because I want to build my own community. I want to take it serious because, I don't mind having to network and help people. I want to take it serious because, I know for me, I can do something like this. I don't want to give up on something I know I can do. Like people always telling me that I should be a comedian. Well, here's the deal. Streaming in that case is me being a comedian and me enjoying the games that I have right here in front of me all at the same time. And when I feel like I can't do that anymore because I don't see anybody around, that hurts. It gets you. Bao talking about you can't take a toll of your mental health if you have no mental health to begin with. Well, sadly for me, I do. And this is before streaming, by the way. Now, before streaming, like I said, for me, I don't necessarily, even now, I still don't necessarily have any friends when I'm done here. Like, when I'm done streaming, I feel like the only friends I have are you guys here with me. But IRL, I don't really have any friends, per se. All I have is myself and, like, a couple people in my family. But here's the deal. I feel like, you guys are all I really have. Being lonely hurts. People think silence is a good thing. It's not a good thing. Silence is probably the worst thing that you can have, because it'll feel like, if you guys watch So I'm a Spider, So What, where the one Spider Girl character, she has like she talks to the 3-4 people in her mind. That's who she feels like she can converse with. That's how it feels like for streamers like me, or streamers like Stormy, or streamers like anyone else that's trying to get up in the world. We don't want to feel like that, where we feel like the only bit of conversations we can have is within our mind. And by the way, Choco, don't apologize for that. Don't apologize for that. You know, for people like you and for people like you and Bao and Stormy and everyone else being around for as much as you guys have, I thank y'all for that, because I feel like I'm not inside my own head talking to myself every day. I don't have to feel like that. You know, I can actually go ahead and ask for advice from you guys. I can ask for advice for people on really for people on Twitter who I'll talk to sometimes. You know, they're real cool people too. I feel like I can actually trust you guys and not use my, you know, not have it like that. So I know there's more to it with mental health streaming that I could think of, but these are only from my own thoughts, my own point of view with how it's gotten me to the point, you know, from the lowest point that I have now to the highest point that I have right now. For Stormy, she pretty much said essentially the same thing. Whereas, you know, it became a chore to us, and for her, she was streaming 6 hours a day. For people that don't know, Stormy streams more than me. She streams longer than I have. When it goes to like 6, 7, 8 hours, she will go to the lengths to have that kind of community. Truth be told, Stormy had that community at one point. I think she did. Where she was trying to really reach the partner, and she got shut down from partner several times because they kept trying to tell her to build a community when she pretty much has done that. That's why we're happy to... That's why I think for streamers nowadays, and a lot of people don't seem to notice, I can understand it. But that's why for me and Stormy, we're happy that Glimish is around. We're happy that Glimish is around. Because we're not the only streamers feeling like that. And it shows we're not the only streamers feeling like that. For Twitch, you won't be able to really see it because there's so many fucking people. And it's so oversaturated. Yeah, basically just that, Choco. I do feel more alive when I'm on the platform, because it's like, for me, I'm more happy on a platform because I don't have those goals set in front of me. I can set my own goals. I can do whatever the fuck I want to do. Like, if I want to sit up here and say, right now, I want to go ahead and build up and have 50 people on Guilded, and I'll have to do it by constantly interacting with the Guilded group or some shit like that, that I can do. If I want to sit up there and say that I want to go ahead and push to 200 followers, that I can do. But here's the deal. That's on me to set my goal. Not Twitch, not DLive, not Trovo, not YouTube, not Glimish. Glimish don't even want to. Me. I get that decision. I get to do that. So there's that coming in with Twitch setting some requirements that can really hurt a lot of streamers, but they don't know that. There's that. You get discovered more. People get to know who you are more. Some bit of that goes to not only yourself, but some bit of that also goes to the platform you're on too. And this is why I constantly try to tell people. Like this. If you're not happy being at a spot, you have to know your own worth and go somewhere else. Now, if y'all think Twitch is the it for you, go ahead. Stay on Twitch. Be there on Twitch. Be successful on there. Go at it. But please do me that favor. Don't act like that's not the only spot for you. You can go and play other spots and you can find your success there. If you're not getting your community in one spot, you can get it at another. You just have to give it a shot. You have to push that envelope and give it a shot. This happened with me twice now this year. This happened with me with Glimish. This happened with me with Gilded. Now, I understand people are going to say Discord, but this really happened with me with Gilded because now I see who's really with me and Stormy for a community, who really wants to be a community, who really wants to be active with me and her. It's hard to build from scratch. Yeah, it really is. It's hard to build from scratch. But yet at the same time, here's also how I see it. Yes, it's hard to build from scratch from where you were at originally. But if you feel like originally that you weren't building up from scratch in the first place, that's why you need to go somewhere else. That's why I try to look out for everybody's best interests. At least the best that I can. Now, while that's me looking out, I can't make that decision for you. You have to go out and you have to do that yourself. The goal is to not die on the inside. Yeah, facts. It really is feel like that. Blue Knight, please don't apologize for that. You've been active more than you realize. Like I told Choco and like I told Omega Raptor, you've been active more than you realize. Going at your own pace and putting the powers of streamers' hands is good, I think. Yeah, it really is. Like, real shit. Look at the mood that Stormy was in when she was on Twitch, and look at the mood that I was in when I was on Twitch, and make that as a comparison for how we are now. Because we left Twitch. Because we didn't have those requirements to worry about. Because we were in a better headspace. I feel like the two for me go hand in hand. Now, here's the deal. I also understand we've also been given some good advice. I've been given good advice from people like Real Mama Eagle. I've been given good advice from people like Preacher of Valor. I've been given great advice from a lot of people. And mind you, these are people that are still on Twitch because they found their success and they found their living on Twitch. And I'm all for that. But while they gave their good advice, you also have to come up with some bit of it on your own. Now, some of the advice that I was told, such as, okay, maybe for what you need to do is you need to get a brand for yourself and, make yourself stand out more on your streams. That advice came from, I believe it was both Real Mama Eagle and Preacher Valor, as far as I remember. Like, you have to know what you want out of your community. You have to get yourself a good name for your community. I've done that. For me, that only made a slight change, not a whole lot. There was branch out with your games. Play more different games. Look what I am now. I've clearly done that. Back then, I'll be honest with you, that was a big improvement because back then, for you guys that didn't know me, I was all in on Monster Hunter. Back then, 3, 4, 5 days out of the week, I used to stream both Monster Hunter World and Monster Hunter Gen U. I was all in on that shit. And then after a while, I got tired of it. But then once I knew I got tired of it, I realized it started to slowly become a decline. And when I tried to play the games that I wanted to play, and let's be honest with you, this is still the case even now. When I tried to play the games I wanted to play, such as me wanting to play NCAA football, nobody was really all for it. But that's why, even though I knew that, I didn't let that bother me because I also continued to go and play something else that I know everybody would love. Now, there's that advice. There's the advice of having a brand, having your own shit. There's the advice of, what kind of streamer do you want to be? And that for me was probably the biggest question yet. What kind of streamer do you want to be? And that was in two ways. Either A, do you want to be the kind of streamer that's known for the commentary and known for the commentary, really being very talkative, really being energetic towards your streamers, or do you want to be a kind of streamer to where you're known for having great setups, you're known for being a chill dude, you're known for you're known for some cool shit. Streaming for me has two paths on a mental end. Two paths. And really it depends on what kind of streamer you want to be. You have to set your mindset for that. For me, y'all already know the path I chose. The path I chose is really at times, like now, I'm energetic, I'm happy as shit because, we're talking about something that we truly love. We truly have a passion in when it goes to gaming, when it goes to sports, when it goes to all that kind of stuff. But here's the deal. Y'all notice when it goes to gaming, specific games, they'll either bring more of that passion out of me, or for me, I want to chill out and I want to have fun. I want to enjoy the game. And while I do want to enjoy, your interactions, I want to enjoy this too. I think for something like that, mental health is a big deal when it goes to, again, it's such a big deal when it goes to streaming because a lot of streamers, they don't even know what path they want to choose yet. They don't know if they're going to get their community. They don't know what platform they want to be on. They don't know if they're wasting their life away. They don't know a lot of, there's a lot of things that some streamers probably don't know about themselves until either it's far too late or they'll know it like a year down the line. I think the experience is best if the streamer genuinely has fun with their games, if the streamer has fun, is fun for the viewers. While yes, that's the case, Choco, and I would love that mindset to be the case. Sometimes that's not true because it can be fun for the streamer but not fun for the viewer. Because if that was the case, let's be honest, I'd still be on Twitch right now. Me and Stormy would still be on Twitch right now if that was the case. But it's not that simple. I don't think it could ever be that simple with streaming. Now I respect and I love what Glimmers is trying to do here. They're trying to make it a streamlined experience, and they're slightly holding your hand in some cases, but they're not gonna hold your hand the whole way. What I love what Glimmers is doing is they're opening the door a bit, but you have to kick it down. So now you really have nobody but yourself to blame if you fuck this up. That's how I feel in particular, and honestly, I'm happy with that. I'll gladly take all that responsibility, and I'm more so happy with they're not having any requirements, they're not having any bullshit. I think that's one other thing that really gets to us mentally as well, is we see people that are successful at specific spots, and they did practically nothing. They practically did not put in the work that we put in. And to see them get rewarded just like that, it kind of hurts. It kind of hits you. Of course, I would know that. Seeing as I've seen a couple streamers that literally just start out and they instantly get partner. That can, for some people, put a mental toll on you. Now, for some streamers that legitimately put the work in, like Real Mama Eagle, like Chica, since Blue Knight's here, I have to mention Chica because Chica really did put the work in. Like those two people, then it's they did it. You would feel like in your mental mindset that they did it the right way. Not just hopping on and getting it because, you know, you were famous before you got on Twitch. You know what I mean? Or you're famous because you're doing a specific thing that, you know, you feel like it's really? Like, you know, I'm sure you get a bit of where I'm going with this. I'd have to say this. I don't talk about mental health all that much. I wasn't even talking about it all that much on Twitch. At least as far as I know, I wasn't talking about it all that much on Twitch. I'm be honest with you, I'm probably not even going to talk about it as much on Glimish because it's like, for me, there is no mental health to really worry about when it goes to being on here. There really isn't. The only mental health for me I have to worry about is building my community. Me and Stormy both just building our community, and we have our own ways of doing that. I went to Chica stream in a while. Chica's still grinding. She's doing great. I know that for a fact. I think with me, this is where I want to be long term. I said it then and there, guys. I said it then and there. Glimish is where I want to be long term. Regardless of the downfalls, regardless of the pros. Here's the deal. I almost don't ever put stock into a platform. Y'all know this with me. I'm transparent with every platform I've been on. I'm still transparent even with this one I'm on. When do I ever put stock into a platform that high? I've done it at least once or twice. The only time I did that was with D-Live, and D-Live completely fucked up my expectations for where they were going. At first, they were looking to be good. But then 3-4 months later, they completely fucked up and put all that shit down the drain the minute they brought PewDiePie in. And now it's like a fucking wasteland of a website. For me, I want Glimish to be what D-Live wasn't. A nice alternative spot for people like me that struggled, that pushed, that grinded his ass off, and that struggled so hard on Twitch to finally come here and see a bit of that struggle actually paying off, but at a different spot. That's where I would like for that to be. Right here with this place. I also see this, you know, with Real Mama Eagle. Again, I want y'all to check out her content if you haven't. She does streamer reviews. So this can be something that can even help some streamers that you see, you know, they got their mentality down a bit. You know, maybe it's something that they're not doing as well that can also help improve their bit of a mood. You know, tell them like, oh, okay, say for an example, y'all see, like, you guys can look at my past streams. You guys can see what I had. For me in my past streams, all I had was a banner up that showed my name, a red banner up that showed my name, showed who followed, showed who subscribed, and it showed me using a phone for a webcam. It was not helping me get any people any quicker. There was stuff, you know, there's stuff like that you might want to use, you know, as a streamer that can help you out. You know, having an actual setup can help. You know, it goes a long way. It can go a long way to helping the viewers stick around, and you know, sometimes it actually is the little things that can work. You know, you can have something basic and people will be like, "Oh shit, this stuff actually looks cool. This stuff actually looks like something like, you know, really, really cool. You know, I might want to stick around for this." You know, it can be something like that. It can be something with your emotes. Or it could be just simply all of your power coming from you as a commentator. Maybe you don't need that kind of stuff, but your commentating is enough to get you ahead. But there is people that can do both. What you mean you came in late? So late how? How, Choco? But I feel like there is people that can do both. There's people that can not only show it with their commentary, but they can show it with their setup as well. You know, I feel like there's some cases like that. You know, you not only look at how a streamer's mood is, but you also see, okay, you can also pitch suggestions and be like, okay, what can I do? If a streamer sits up there and they ask you, okay, what can I do to make it so you guys will want to stick around? Be best to have your inputs ready. Be best to have your advice ready with all of this, because, you know, it could be something that can really help them out. Like, I came in late to your streaming live. No, that's fine, Choco. If anything, I'm happy you did, because I'm happy you and Bao and Blue and Stormy, you know, I'm happy you guys came in as late as y'all really had, because you get to see the improvement of what I've brought in. Now, if this was from years ago, you really wouldn't be able to see it. Like, again, to repeat, I had a fucking phone as a webcam. A phone as a webcam. The struggle life was real. It was not easy, man. It really wasn't. But, yeah, that's all I could bring up for mental health. I hope, now, if there's any last comments y'all got to say when it goes to mental health as a streamer, or even mental health as a viewer, feel free. Feel free, because I have to let out one more thing on my mind, and that's talking about the NFL draft. So, again, if you guys are not down for football, you guys have been warned. If you are not down for football, do not be around for this next part. Yeah, and they stay very important. It's for a lot of things. It's not just for streaming. It can be for a lot of things. You know, mental health can really hurt your confidence. You know, it can really hurt or help your confidence. It's a double-edged sword. That's what's killer. And for you as a streamer, it can take a toll on you. Like I said, it can take a big toll on you. Can make you think, okay, you know, some streamers will actually suggest go ahead and talking to yourself while you don't have any people around. And I feel like for me, it's not it. Actually, Blue Knight, you said see you on Friday. I don't know if you're in for Monster Hunter, but I'm about to be doing Monster Hunter in 2 hours. Stormy actually just got online. She might be doing some Monster Hunter herself. So I'm gonna actually check from her end real quick. Yes, she is. She's doing Monster Hunter right now. So if you guys are in for that, I'm gonna be doing some Monster Hunter, more Monster Hunter Rise or Stormy Rise in about a couple hours. There's, yeah, definitely that. Yeah, definitely that. Blue Knight says that he's not really a big fan of football like that, so he's gonna see me on Friday for Smash. But yeah, basically that. Now I'm telling him, letting him know, look, we're doing Monster Hunter in a few hours, so don't leave just yet. If you're not like unless you've done all that you had to do for Monster Hunter, don't leave just yet. But yeah, pretty much with mental health streaming, I mean, I can bring up so much more with this, but I can only bring up my own point of view. I know there's plenty of others that can bring up their own with how they feel towards streaming and how it gets to you mentally, how it can get to you, you know, when you're trying to be a small streamer, trying to be on your way up. So that's all I can really That's really all I can really bring. You know, especially for a streamer like me that don't have much to work on, don't have much to do in life right now. And this is even before the pandemic. I didn't have much to do. All right, Blue Knight. Thank you so much, bro. Yeah, I'll be back at 8:30. I'll be back at 8:30. So, for you guys that y'all had all y'all had to say goes to mental health with streaming. Let me go ahead and talk about the NFL draft. I want to talk about everything that happened with the draft. Let me actually pull up this screen again so we can talk about what's on our mind with the NFL draft and talk about the order. Okay, so let's get everything we can out of the way. For you guys that were not around for the NFL draft, what you missed was we covered the draft. We only covered the first. I personally only covered the first round of the draft.
Judy now takes us behind the curtain. That whole thing was a setup.
I need that to be paused. Thank you, or muted, whichever. I don't care. I only covered the first round of the draft with the first and frame rates group. I want to cover at least a couple more, a little bit more of the draft, not just the first round, but I am going to go down pick by pick and see what I think about them. So, first off, Jacksonville Jaguars get Trevor Lawrence. I'm not surprised. Good. That's it. I'm not surprised. Zach Wilson going to the Jets. I'm not surprised. Trey Lance going to the 49ers. I'm happy for the 49ers fans. Y'all get the quarterback y'all want, and let me tell you, he's a damn solid quarterback. Now, I feel like for him, he's a better quarterback than Mac Jones, clearly. I'd argue and say Trey Lance is a better quarterback than Zach Wilson. I argue it. Probably 1A or 1B. Now, for the 49ers to get Trey Lance and sit him behind Jimmy G, have him learn the system, that's going to be the biggest question yet is can Trey Lance learn the 49ers system? And that we're going to find out very, very soon when he is ready. Kyle Pitts going to the Falcons. That's a solid pick for the Falcons. That tells me Matt Ryan and Julio Jones is staying, and they get themselves a dynamic weapon. I'm sorry, Julio Jones might actually be leaving. They're looking to trade him. We'll find out and see how that'll go. But Calvin Ridley is looking to be number one option regardless of what happens. YouTube Blue Knight, have yourself a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for coming by. Jamar Chase going to the Bengals. Joe Burrow gets his former LSU teammate. We're going to be seeing a lot of this. We're going to be seeing three more of this in a bit with former LSU or former teammates in college link up with one another in the NFL. Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow is definitely one of them. So very, very good pickup for the Bengals, especially considering who they drafted afterwards. Jalen Waddle out of Alabama, he goes to the Dolphins. He gets to link up with Tua Tagovailoa. So we get another quarterback and wide receiver pair up. First is Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow. Now we have Jalen Waddle and Tua. So that's going to be interesting to see how those two will go. Jalen Waddle was potentially a number one prospect until he got hurt, until Devonta Smith came along, and the rest is history with him. Dude won a Heisman. Penei Sewell goes to Oregon. Penei Sewell from Oregon, he goes to the Detroit Lions. J.C. Horn, for me, this was a big one. J.C. Horn going to the Carolina Panthers was not something I expected. Now, granted, this is a good pickup, considering who they drafted afterwards. This is a great pickup. They get to build around their cornerbacks, get to build around their secondary. So for them, they get a dog in J.C. Horn. He's gonna show off for them. And it's crazy to me, J.C. Horn gets drafted to the Panthers, and his father, Joe Horn, he played for the Saints. So Saints fans ought to know who his son is by now because you know him through his dad. Patrick Surtain goes to the Denver Broncos. That's going to be solid. So, Patrick Surtain, that's another stunner of a pick, by the way, because I expected him to go down to Dallas. I didn't expect him to go to the Broncos. I expected the Dallas Cowboys to get a hold of him. I was so ready, guys, telling you, leading up to this draft, I was so ready for the Dallas Cowboys to pick Patrick Surtain. It was pretty much a lock right there that Patrick Surtain was going to go right to the Dallas Cowboys. I thought, oh, shit, I got to deal with him twice a year. Denver Broncos was like, well, can't have that. You're not going to deal with him at all. We will save you the trouble. And they sit up there and they get the 1B corner, you know, of potentially who's the best defensive player in this draft. Great pickup for the Denver Broncos, who strengthened their secondary. They got 3 or 4 good cornerbacks on their team. So adding Patrick Surtain to the mix, that's the number 1 cornerback for them. That's very, very good value for them. Devonta Smith of my Philadelphia Eagles pairs up with Jalen Hurts, another Alabama connection. So for people that don't know, yes, Jalen Hurts officially, he came out of Oklahoma. But at first, he was in Alabama. He was in Alabama. He was the starting quarterback for Alabama. And what happened with him was he got benched for Tua in the national championship game. Tua, the year later, he showed what he can do. The rest is history off that. And with Jalen Hurts, he transferred over to Oklahoma. Jalen Hurts, a couple of times, he got to throw the ball to Devonta Smith. So that's why there's that connection right there between Smith and Jalen Hurts. So there you go. That's that Alabama connection right there. For me personally, as a fan, I like the pick. I very much like the pick. There's only one serious con with Devonta Smith that I'm sure everybody pretty much knows with him. That dude is 175. 165. He is practically this Gatorade bottle right now as a football player. That's not a good thing. I don't know about you guys, but that's not a good thing. Devonta Smith can practically go over the middle of the field and he can get his ribs taken clean off. This, Choco. This dude, Devonta Smith, is practically this Gatorade bottle. The flavor is Blue Frost. The Blue Frost one. Yeah, Frost series. Yeah, that's basically Devonta Smith. That dude, if he comes over the middle and he don't gain weight, he will get cleaned. It will basically be like Mortal Kombat, where you know how Johnny Cage basically picks up his opponent and he just picks up his upper half and he throws it. That's basically Devonta Smith. If he goes over the middle, he will get his ribs taken clean off like Johnny Cage if he does not put on weight. For Devonta Smith, he needs to be at least 185 to 195, and then after that, I'll have no complaints. I won't give a damn. But you need to put on weight, brother. So hopefully for him, he can do that. He's a great pick. He's a great wide receiver. He's actually what the Eagles need. I'm going to call this right now. Devonta Smith will be the Eagles' best wide receiver since Terrell Owens back in 2004. When the Eagles sat up there and I think they traded for him. They traded for T.O. And since then, the rest was history. If you guys don't remember the history between Donovan McNabb and Terrell Owens, it's pretty much well documented because of their quote-unquote, you know, their beef with one another. But if you look back at the 2004 season, you see how absolutely insane those two were. It was like fire. It was like Scorpion and Sub-Zero. The way how they was murdering opponents. The chemistry was there. So that's what I hope to see between Jalen Hurts and Devonta Smith. That's a damn good pickup. Justin Fields to Chicago Bears. I know this right now. If I'm a Bears fan, I am leaping for fucking joy right now. Because not ever did I expect Justin Fields to drop as far as he did. And all they had to do was trade with the New York Giants, who, by the way, they wanted Devonta Smith. The Eagles traded with the Dallas Cowboys of all teams to get Devonta Smith. When that happened, the New York Giants said, you know what? Fuck this. I'm going to trade down. I'm going to get a pick later on. And they traded with the Bears. The Bears wanted a quarterback. They got their quarterback. Justin Fields is their guy. I hope for Bears fans, like I know they are. They're leaping for joy. Good, congrats on your new quarterback. I know he will be a solid quarterback for you guys. Micah Parsons for the Dallas Cowboys. This is a damn good pick considering what the Dallas Cowboys are building on defense. Now, for people that has not been paying attention, Dan Quinn is their defensive coordinator for the Dallas Cowboys. For you guys that don't remember last year, he was their head coach for the Atlanta Falcons, and the rest is history. The Falcons was downright terrible. But if there's one thing I can't get mad at Dan Quinn for, Dan Quinn's a good defensive coordinator. He's just a terrible head coach. So what he's building right now is looking to be a solid squad. It's a young, good squad of Cowboy defenders that, of course, the Eagles, the Giants, and the Washington team has to be careful for. They have to take a look. They have to be very careful and look out for them. Rashad Slater goes to the Chargers. Good pickup for them considering they do need a lineman. Jets pick up a lineman to benefit having Zach Wilson around with Elijah Vera Tucker. They pick up a guard. New England Patriots. This screamed Patriot all over the place. Mac Jones going over to the New England Patriots. I knew that was coming. Let's be real. Everybody and their mama knew he was going to go to the New England Patriots. So the Patriots don't need to move. They still got the guy they're looking for. Best of luck to you. Zaven Collins goes to the Cardinals. If you guys did not see what Zaven Collins had to say when he was drafted, it was funny as hell. It was funny as hell, bro. I'm telling you. I hope for Zaven Collins. I don't know what kind of player he is, but this is what I do know. I hope for Zaven Collins he shows up. Unless it's against my Eagles. That's the only team I don't want him to show up against. But I hope he becomes a damn solid player for the Cardinals. Alex Leatherwood goes to the Raiders. A lot of people feel like this is a reach, but for the Las Vegas Raiders, he feels like he fits their scheme more, so we'll find out how that'll go. Miami picks up Jalen Phillips, also from Miami, so he gets to stay in-house. We'll see how he does. The reason why Jalen Phillips dropped the way that he did was all the way to 18. The way that he did it was because he has concussion issues. Other than that, they feel like he's a solid player. Jamin Davis goes to Washington. I had a feeling that was coming because Washington desperately do need linebackers. They do need to keep building up on their defense. Kadarius Toney, this is why the Giants traded back, because they wanted Devonta Smith. So instead, their consolation prize is going to be Kadarius Toney coming from the Florida Gators. He's a solid pick, but I feel like that's a reach. I feel like they could have waited until round 2 to get him. The Colts get Kwity Paye coming from Michigan. Good pick considering they do need an edge rusher. Caleb Fairley, I feel like it's the biggest reach of this fucking draft, and it's not even close. For people that don't know, Caleb Fairley is literally the cornerback version of Bob Sanders. For people that don't know who Bob Sanders is known for having a plethora of injuries. This is while he's in the league. Before he was in the league, I don't think Bob Sanders had a lot of injuries. While he was in the league, dude had injuries left and right. Caleb Fairley, before he even gets in the league, this dude had COVID twice. I believe he had a torn ACL, a torn Achilles. I think he fucked his arm up too, if I'm right. I know he fucked his back up. He had back surgery. This dude is a walking Bob Sanders 2.0. I hope for the Titans, they know what the fuck they're doing, because right now, it's not a good look. He screams bust of a player. He's screaming like a bust. I feel like they could have went anywhere else besides going to get Caleb Fairley. Christian Darrisaw goes to the Vikings. That's a good pick, but considering they lost Riley Reef, they do need a replacement. Pittsburgh Steelers get Najee Harris. Everybody in their mock drafts knew that Najee Harris was going to be there. So I'm not surprised. He's a damn good player, by the way. Travis Etienne, this is another connection. People, we got more connections from college. Travis Etienne comes back with Trevor Lawrence. Clemson to Clemson. Quarterback, running back. Wide receiver. Miami Dolphins with Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow. Miami Dolphins. Cincinnati Bengals with Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow. Miami Dolphins, Jalen Waddle, Tua. Philadelphia Eagles, Devonta Smith, Jalen Hurts. And now we got Clemson. Running back, quarterback. Travis to Trevor. This draft probably has had the most former college players linking up than I have ever seen in my life. There's like 4 or 5 links I just mentioned. So, look, I'm all for it. If these guys want to sit up here and link their players together, look, go ahead. Do what you got to do. Keep that chemistry going. Greg Newsome goes to the Cleveland Browns. That's a dynamic cornerback duo considering they have Ward over there. So that's good. They get Greg Newsome. They get the pair Ward with Newsome. Baltimore Ravens get Rashad Bateman. I knew this was coming a mile away because, let's be honest, the Baltimore Ravens desperately need an X receiver and look no more than Rashad Bateman to be that kind of guy that they've been looking for. They have the speed. They have Hollywood Brown. They have Willie Snead. They just do not have the kind of guy that's a big body and can take the mid-range to short-range catches. Rashad Bateman can do that for you and then some. So that's a good pickup at 27. New Orleans Saints get Peyton Turner. I don't know why, considering they have Cam Hayward there, but we'll find out later on down the road. Eric Stokes goes to the Packers. I guess that's okay, considering that's another cornerback pair up with him and I keep forgetting his fucking name. He's a dude from Louisville that they drafted. Alexander, I believe. I think he was one of the best corners this year. I forgot his fucking name. I feel terrible. Odafe Owe goes to the Ravens. So another good pickup for them. They do need another edge rusher. And to round out the first round, we had Joe Tryon going over to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, I'm not going to do everybody, just to save everybody some time. I'm going to do who I think are favorites or who I think are steals. So I'm going to get right to it. Let's see. Landon Dickerson. Yes, you can go ahead and tell me I'm being biased. Landon Dickerson going over to the Philadelphia Eagles has steel written all over it, depending on if he can stay healthy. So we got another connection with Alabama. We have Devontae Smith coming out of Alabama. We have Jalen Hurts coming out of Alabama. And now we have Landon Dickerson coming out of Alabama. That's 3 links right there. So for Landon Dickerson, for people that don't know who he is, he was potentially a top 20 pick heading into the NFL draft, but the problem with him is injuries. Dude fucked up his legs twice. I believe he had a foot injury as well. Besides that, I can't think of anything else for what kind of injuries he had. All I know is he had 4 injuries, 4 or 5 injuries, and each of them were at his legs. So hopefully for him, he can stay healthy. I think for now, looking at his progress, he's looking to be ready to go for a preseason and the NFL season. He might even be ready for training camp. We'll find out then. Christian Barmore goes over to New England Patriots. Another connection between well, not necessarily another connection, but Patriots drafting back-to-back Alabama guys like the Eagles are. So Christian Barmore going over there, that's a good pickup. Telvin Jenkins going over to the Bears. He do need the line help. That guy's one of the most violent linemen I believe Brett Coleman has ever seen. Absolutely love his content. Richie Grant goes over to the Atlanta Falcons. That's a solid pickup for them. But we'll find out where he's going to play. They don't see his position with him, which is weird. Let's see. This right here is also a big steal. Jeremiah Owusu, fuck is his name? Jeremiah Owusu Kamawola. I'm sorry if I butchered his name so badly. But he goes over to the Browns. For me, I feel like he was my best linebacker in this class. For him to go over to the Cleveland Browns, that's defense is looking nasty. So I can't wait to see how the Browns are going to use him. They got 2 damn good defensive talents in this draft. Let's see. The last one I will get on is Terrence Marshall Jr. He's my last one that I'm going to get to. Terrence Marshall Jr. goes over to the Carolina Panthers. He stays with Joe Brady, who was the offensive coordinator for LSU the year prior. Whew. Panthers is looking nasty. Don't sleep on the Panthers this year, people. NFC South is looking dirty. I gotta tell you, for them to give Sam Darnold the weapons that he can get in comparison to the Jets when he got absolutely none of it, Sam Darnold is looking to be a new man over there in Carolina, and I'm happy for him because he deserves it. I gotta tell you, Terrence Marshall Jr. is gonna be a damn good X receiver for what they have going on. They already have a couple wides. They have Robbie Anderson, and they did have Curtis Samuel, but he left. But they still have DJ Moore. They have guys that can stretch the field. They just don't have the guy that can get the ball and be a big body for them. Now they have that with Terrence Marshall Jr. And there you go. Those are my steals of the draft. That's my whole first round thoughts. Those are my steals of the draft. I hope you guys absolutely enjoyed that. If you guys got any questions on what you guys think of the draft, feel free to go ahead before I go along and close this out, because we actually went 2 hours, and I didn't expect us to go 2 hours. And this was great. This was great. I'm happy to have done this today with all of you guys. I'm happy in cases that we went off topic. So it was good to see that we went off topic with some of the stuff that we went into. So let me see here. Okay, there's nothing to be talked about here. So yeah, last call. Y'all got anything in mind? God, I'm gonna take a sip of this Gatorade while I'm at it. Okay. All right. So it seems like to me we have nothing else in mind. You know, we kept our piece. We said our piece. We said everything we had to say. Now, let me go on to the streaming schedule for the rest of this week. Alright, guys. For the rest of the streaming schedule of this week, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we hop on Monster Hunter Rise. So, really, in about an hour. 1 hour, I will be on Monster Hunter Rise. Looking forward to see what the new season brings us. Yeah, I agree, Choco. I'm actually looking forward to seeing what the new NFL season can bring us. I can't wait to see what's going to happen with that. But yeah, guys, in 1 hour, I will hop on Monster Hunter Rise. I know Stormy Rise is on it right now, so for you guys, definitely go check out her content right now when you guys have time. So here you go. There's the link to Stormy's Stormy's stream. Thursday at 8:30 p.m. we continue on with Wrestling Night. We're gonna be, I think for us, we might be watching a pay-per-view or some shit like that. I'm not sure. I gotta talk with Kevin. I gotta talk with Kester to see what we're gonna do. Friday at 4:30 p.m. we continue on with Max Payne 3 at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then 2 hours later, we play the casual version of our Smash tournament with me, Preacher Valor, and Kokek 377. Saturday at 4 p.m. we go on with the competitive version of our Smash night. So if you guys are in the Smash Brothers, you're getting a lot of that 2 days back to back. Get a lot of it from there. Till then, guys, I will see you all in 1 hour. I repeat, in 1 hour, I will continue on with some Monster Hunter Rise. Hopefully, Storm will still be on, but if not, I will be on the game, and I'll just be chilling out, doing some hunts. Till then, every second, every minute, every hour you guys spend with me is every second, every minute, every hour I'm blessed and thankful for. You guys have yourselves a good rest of the night. If this is the last time I'll be seeing you, but if not, I will see you in 1 hour for Monster Hunter.